Well, howdy, folks. We are at a stopping point, which is a good stopping point because we got the bike running good. It's a little hard to get out there in the snowy, kind of nasty roads, but we went all through the gears here. We flogged it. It takes throttle pretty well, so we're going to go ahead and just let her go to our next journey, which is going to be making all this stuff work. All the electrical. We've got a front brake switch, a kill switch, a speedometer that needs hooked up. We got a keyed ignition switch here. Got high and low beam and an off switch, which is kind of cool. 3-position off, low beam, and off. Kind of like that. Third signal, and believe it or not, a horn. Yes, she does have a horn for it to be street legal. Hey, you gotta have a horn. So we got a horn. We also got a rear brake switch that we're gonna have wired up to actuate my dual filament taillight. Got some turn signals here. Those are going to be my turn signals. Although I do have these guys here, which, yeah, I'm not going to divulge on what those are going to be used for, but let's just say they're going to be on there. What else? Oh, let me show you the kit that goes on here. Got a little relay guy for operating the flashers. This is the whole harness made by Tusk, which is part of the whole kit. Comes with instructions and things of that nature. What else? This is the stator rectifier. This is the actual stator. And of course, instructions to go with it in color. So, yeah, what else? And I got some, corrugated stuff, piping and heat shrink, marine grade heat shrink. This was the old tail light wiring harness that went up through there. And again, it was only you can see, just a single element. These bikes were for the trails only, and the tail light never had like an actual dedicated brake light. It was just one of them running lights. Same with the headlight. Now the headlight is dual filament, and this is what this looks like. I thought I'd show you, get you a bird's eye view of what that looks like. It was just a single little filament coming into the middle, and believe it or not, I found one that was dual filament. And you never in a million years guess what uses dual filament. Never. Scooters. Yep. Couldn't believe it myself. And the bulbs for them are really goofy. But that is a halogen dual filament headlight. Yeah, 35 watts. Has some kind of special. This was really hard to find. I'm here to tell you, this was not easy to find. But I do have an extra one of these. In fact, the one that's in there right now it's all wired up and works. So I'm gonna give this to my friend Jarrett, who's gonna help me install all this, and just give him some of this extra stuff that I bought. So yeah, and then he's got to hook up the turn signals too. So we are on our way to making this thing roadworthy. And I'm here to tell you that this carburetor really pitched a fit. Very, very hard thing to adjust. The float level was off, however, so slightly. And I played with it and played with it and played with it. No pun intended. Until it just boom, just found the tappy spot, and that's where she liked to be. So, and I know I'm gonna have to go in there in the warmer temperatures and do this all over again, because we're still in winter, and it's all part of it. Never fails. It'll end up, you could have it running perfect, and come spring, summertime, you'll have to lean it out again. Just the way carburetors are. It's the only bad thing about having a carburetor. If you ride in the winter, your plugs are going to be really, really lean. Hopefully it doesn't sneeze and act up on you. But yeah, this bike really pitched a fit. Oh, I also had to adjust the valves. Those are the intake valves and the exhaust valves. There's a little like access covers for them here that are really easy to get to. But didn't take too long, but they were both really, really out of adjustment. I mean, it's hard to believe with a bike that has so low miles like this that it was so far out of adjustment. But I put them back into spec, and the plug, you should have seen the spark plug. It was really oil fouled, and believe it or not, I've been reading out of curiosity that I was like, why the plug, why is it so oil fouled? That's, believe it or not, something that these bikes, that happens to them when their valves are hanging open, however so slightly, or out of adjustment. The plugs end up getting, they look oil fouled. So anyway, we're all good now. So my next video will more than likely be down there at South Mountain in Dillsburg with my friend Jarrett. We're going to get this thing going, and I managed to put a whole 21 miles on it, or 22 miles on it, since playing with it here locally. My neighbors really love me. Did I say that? Yeah. It does bark. This thing is pretty loud, but I know something that's way louder, and it's that thing. That thing is insane. That's the loudest motorcycle I think I've ever heard in my life. Good night. Anyway, I'm going to sign off for now, and maybe make a video down there in Jarrett's shop while the bike's on the lift. And thanks for checking us out. Have a good night. See you.